where the ancient wisdom grows. So here we are in the land of trees, with common veranda in the moon's beams, in the dance of life, in the magic's glow. In silver moon, our love will always grow.
Good morning, everybody. Yes, Rusty the Cat's with me right now. So it is Wednesday morning. Next week is Thanksgiving. So let's get the kitty cat on TV here. So we're gonna have a Thanksgiving party. But I don't know if it's gonna be a live show. Probably will be one in the morning, I would think, Thursday. And then we'll probably be covering something for Wednesday night, which is the day before, which is Silver Moon Radio AM1610 Wednesday edition. We'll try to find some old-time radio shows that fit for that, because I don't know if I have a lot of radio shows that fit for Thanksgiving. No, so we'll see how that happens goes here with the radio show. I definitely am gonna be live tonight with Silver Moon AM1610 old time radio shows. So let's not forget that. It starts at 7 o'clock. But we're also going to have. Oh, right, we might as well look at the weather outside right there. You can see it's a little chilly. It's a little cold. See that blue, dark blue in the sky? Yeah, that means it's gonna be really, really cold. It's not too bad today. It's supposed to be a high of 6, about 42. So we're gonna go pick up some milk and stuff at Cumbies, and or maybe not Cumbies. I go to CVS instead, because I got to get some other things besides milk. But I might go to Cumbies too. Last night I made 2 homemade double cheeseburgers. Oh boy, that was filling. It was filling. It was pretty filling. So. Yeah. So, for those of you, I want to say thank you for all the new people that have come in. I want you to know that I do care that you're here, and to know I let you know I appreciate all of you. You know. Today, Hekete's daughter said she might come by onto the panel. So if she does, we're gonna try to have a nice discussion with her. I'm not trying to start anything with anybody. This is not a drama channel. Really isn't. I just want to keep things pleasant for everybody. I know Noodles and her have got to resolve some matters, but let's just say, let's try to keep things pleasant for everybody. For the new people, I've heard that they may be coming in from Kiwi Farms. Hello and welcome. I just want to explain the policies and my moderators understand this as well, just in case you forgot. I don't like to go out on a blocking spree. If you're courteous and polite, you're not going to have a problem, okay? If you do something that, you might get a warning or two and maybe a timeout if you continue. But if you really, really, or just repeatedly being offensive, I will block you. It's not because I don't like you. It's because I like to try to keep some order with the community. That's just the way I like to do it. I believe in keeping it simple. You know, keep it simple, stupid. No, it makes sense. Oh, speaking of stupid, can you shrink that screen down? Yes, thank you. Yeah, the text's so big. Well, big text is fine, but you're right. It takes up real estate on my screen. So thank you for the likes. Let's keep the likes going, guys.
Oh yeah!
Come on, let's keep the likes up, and let's try to continue to spread the love. Yeah. Good morning, Valkyrie. How you doing over there on the kick side of things? Welcome to the show today. By the way, just to let you guys know, for those of you who are new, we are actually on 4 networks simultaneously. Okay, we are on Kick, we're on Twitch, we're on YouTube, and we're on Rumble all at once. So which means if you don't like YouTube, you can always go to one of the other 4.
Oh yeah!
And all 4 have memberships. And you can become a member on any of the 4.
Oh yeah!
It's not just YouTube. So you guys can watch me on Kick and become what they call a subscriber, which is really a YouTube equivalent as a membership. You can go on Twitch. You can become a subscriber, which is like equivalent to YouTube's memberships. Rumble, I'm not sure exactly what Rumble calls it, but you could become one too. And so, which means that you guys can always be a part of the show. And donate. Good morning, Chris. How you doing today? Yeah, it's impressive. 4 networks. Now, some of you have asked why Lumi doesn't do it on all 4. Because I don't want to always have my channel mixed up with Michelle's. Sometimes I like to do things on my own, independent of Michelle's channel. I love Michelle, she's my wife, but we don't always agree on the content. And sometimes I like to go, because I'm an Aquarian energy, I'm like, I throw caution to the wind and say, fuck it. Yes, she does. So sometimes I'll play copyrighted music once in a while, but that's Lumi, not me. Yeah, I even have my own email. Yeah, you do. Someone says here, Boo Bees 2.0 says, my favorite is the Roundhouse. Huh? Good morning. Okay, I'm still running Kick. Val, it's very similar to that of Twitch. It uses a very similar layout. It uses Amazon Web Services, AWA. What is it? Amazon, yeah, AWS. It uses AWS, which is the same software that runs Kick. It runs Twitch. So if you know Twitch, for the most part, it's similar on Kick. And good morning to DL for real. How you doing today? However, Rumble was a completely different kettle of fish. I don't quite get Rumble completely. I get lost when modding people on Rumble. So if I determine we need another mod and you're on Rumble, be patient. I will do my best. I also need moderators on Twitch. So if anybody wants to moderate on Twitch, ideally someone who's already been a mod here that would like to help out on Twitch, just let me know, and we'll see if we can make it happen. What is this? What is what? It's a show. It's a show. What else do you want it to be? Anyway, I got an interesting little thing from Direct Energy, which is my electric generating supplier. Because there's green in this, I'm gonna just describe generating source information. Resource used to generate electricity and related emissions. Let me show you this on the other screen here. Oh, well, that's a good fact. Sorry. Okay. They have this graph, this pie chart, and it shows how our electricity is generated in our area, and trash to energy plant. Not much trash to energy plant. Renewables include wood, refuse, wood, solar, landfill gas, methane, and steam. Okay, first of all, steam is pretty much how all power is generated in the New England area. Coal power generation is 0.21%. Natural gas is 55%. Hydroelectric is 8%. Renewables is 12%. Other is 0.39%. Demand response is 0.01%. Oil is 0.3%. Emissions in 2022. Nuclear is 0 pounds per megawatt hours. Renewables is 1,346 pound megawatt hour. Class 1, which includes biogas. I'll tell you what, this is pretty much a generic report. I'll do, if you want me to, I'll scan this in on my phone, and I can put this up on my community tab. It's nothing condensed. It's nothing confidential at this page. It's just a generic page. I just found it very interesting that they're talking about ways that we generate electricity. Originally, New England used to get a lot more, like 35% of electricity used to come from nuclear, which is quietly kind of went the wayside. However, for those of you who might know, Microsoft is planning to work with the people who own 3 Mile Island to get it out of mothballs and get it back online as power generating. They going to begin the process of repairing reactor 2? They had the meltdown in 1978. You know what? I don't know, but maybe. Right now, nuclear power, as much as everybody agrees it's not the safest game in town, is also the most feasible. So Vegan Path 2 says, to be honest, I just checked on the random show on YouTube, and I literally have no clue what it's even about. Go, if you really want to know what it's about, go check out what this channel is about, which is available to all people, if they want to learn more about the channel. Basically, it's a morning show where we all get together, cover personal news, national news, public news, chat about everyday stuff. Yeah. Could one of the regulars kind of give a quick summary for the new people? If they. Morning, Nance. Good morning, Tiger Kitty. Panel's open. BGE is open. Yep. Says Mimi says good morning. Today is a very good day. I texted you. Have a great show. Call me later. I will read your text after the show. I gotta go down to CVS today, pick up some supplies. I'm still not sure exactly what. Well, you need to drop off something called fat. you need to walk a bit more than that. Do you think it'll be good enough to go to Cumberland Pharmacy and get some lemonade? That's what I was gonna buy. Oh yeah. The simple lemonade. Yeah, simple lemonade. Yeah, that was it. And milk. Yeah, it's a regular time show every day, Monday through Saturday at 10 a.m. until anywhere between 12 and 1 is usually when it ends. Sometimes it runs longer. Then Lumi does her show on Sundays at 3 o'clock on my channel only. I don't multi-stream like Michelle does. And then Michelle does Silver Moon Radio AM1610 on Wednesdays and Sundays at 7 p.m. Yes. Okay, someone's ready to come up. Let's Tiger Kitty. 1 minute. Let me get my cursor over to the screen. Oh, come on, cursor. Stop skipping around. Oh, when are you going to put your new mouse in? Soon, I think. Add 1. Go ahead, Tiger. How you doing?
Good morning.
Hi.
Hi.
Like I just reminded everybody, standard operating procedures with new people as usual. Hold on a minute. Okay, whoa, what else is coming on?
I've got him.
Okay, go ahead.
Morning.
How you doing, Noodles? Good morning to you.
It's standard operating procedure.
Yeah, standard.
Why, what's going on?
Any shitheads will be timed out, and if they carry on, they will be banned.
Yeah. Standard SOP. Yep.
You know, maybe since they're here, you can explain Michelle. Like, you know, like guys, she loves the support. I'm just telling you, you can't do what you do to these other people to her.
We won't allow it.
Yeah.
We're not here to bully Michelle. Okay. Michelle is funny on her own.
Yeah.
No, you guys are part of my support team.
Exactly. We may have a giggle up here, but we truly care about Michelle. That's the difference.
Yes.
Yeah, there was a long history with people doing this to her, and we got it to stop, and it can't happen again. I'm just telling you, it was that bad. Just so you know,
it mentally affected Michelle. It really did. Being abused over and over again.
The dark years were pretty bad. They really took a toll on Michelle, especially. Absolutely. Go back to the videos, say, starting around 2017, in 2018, and early 2019.
Right. But Michelle, during that time, I've said this over and over again. I didn't know. You know, I think a lot of people came here for a shit show.
Yeah.
You know, so like just trying to explain it to them. That we're not like scolding them. We're trying to explain to them what happened and that they won't. You know, it just can't happen over here anymore. It did at one point, and it was very funny. I thought it was very funny. We had a great time, except Michelle didn't, and it had to stop.
I also talked to had Kathy's daughter as well, Noodles, and I spoke up in your defense. I said, look, I know Noodles does some of the stuff he does, and it's part of his his routine. It's not like how he is in private. In private, he's a decent guy. He just does it sometimes for the views. It doesn't mean he's like that. I don't do things that way, but that's his style. And I'm sorry if he offended anyone. It's just the way he likes to do things. And
Michelle, I think you're. I hope you're not wasting your time, Michelle. You know what I mean? But I don't think that certain people. I'm not gonna point at just her. I think there might be certain people that just don't give a shit, Michelle.
Like
They're
Ranch
destroyers.
also comes to mind, but Ranch is a repeat offender. He's been on our mind for years. Oh God!
Yeah, that faggot again, Michelle. He called me fat and bald, Michelle.
Yeah, I know. I got a nice little note from YouTube saying that there's question about doxing on the show, and they gave a timestamp. And no addresses were given, no phone numbers were given, no pictures were shown.
When? What?
And all because of Yam Ranch. And I said to them nicely, I said, you can go ahead and scan it. Because I said, there is nothing here that is giving away people's personal identities. Nothing.
All right, so listen, I just found this out recently, and I don't know if you guys are aware of this, but you know that AI music that you're doing, Michelle?
Yeah.
Are you copywriting it?
Yes, I am. I'm copywriting it. That's why I bought the license from I Love Song AI. I actually bought the copyright license for commercial and non-commercial use, so it's mine. I Love Song AI allows you to buy the license, but you're right. I have heard of some people using sites like this, including Suno, where they don't buy the license, and then the site themselves strikes them.
No, so the trolls will buy it, Michelle, and they'll get it, and then they'll strike your channel.
Yeah, well, I own it. I own the license. I own the prior art. I actually can. I have the proper licensing and documentation. That I made sure. That's why I paid to get the licensing for it.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Vegan Patriot. Thank you, Val. And thank you, Lexi.
And thank you for everybody that's here for being here.
Some of those people that have come over have been nice.
Yeah, and again, it's like I met decent people everywhere, Tiger. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And people get it, but then there's these mentally ill people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I mean,
come on, that video she made. If anyone believed any of that,
I don't know if they're necessarily all mentally
ill. So far-fetched.
No, but this is the thing, Tiger. These people love, and when I say these people, I'm not specifically pointing at anyone, but the people that do, they love it because there's a mental illness factor there, and they like egging it on because it's totally ridiculous, and they like seeing this person get caught up in a lot of bullshit. And,
well, they're not even her friends at all. Then
it's called the drama machine. Basically, I know how it works. After all, I've been on YouTube. According to Grok, publishing content since 2012. Actually, it got on a little bit before then, but Grok only found part of my history up until from 2012, when I started being more regular content. But the thing is, I've been here long enough. I know the game. I know what goes on. It's not the way
Michelle, you're a very nice person.
All right.
This is your problem. You're extremely nice, and people will take advantage of that if they're mentally ill enough. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they do. Unfortunately.
You're a bit vulnerable, Michelle.
But I mean, it's a lot better than being an extreme asshole, though. I think I prefer.
Yeah. I think that's in your. It's good for you that you are so nice, because it does make it hard for some of the trolls that do have a heart.
Right.
Yeah. And that's why you have so many real friends on here, Michelle. Yeah. I mean, you really do have real friends online. I never knew that was even possible, but
Right.
you do.
You do. You have a lot of people that care about you, Michelle.
Yeah, well, I'm absolutely glad that I have you guys as part of my support team. And I hope that Brad will come by again soon. So many people have driven him away from being on YouTube. Nothing to do with me. It just makes my heart ache to realize that this gentle man and he is the true meaning of the word gentleman.
He
is been bullied off of YouTube.
Wow.
He's a major part of the panel. He's a major part of the morning routine.
I wish he'd come back. I really do.
He'll be back. Relax, guys.
Just give him some time.
By the way, Fairy is fine. I got a DM from Fairy. She's fine. She's just been taking care of some personal things outside of YouTube, including working. So she does watch the reruns when she gets a chance.
Will Fairy ever blow red, Michelle?
No, because she dumped him.
Dumped him?
What?
Dumped him like yesterday's newspaper. Basically
said... Why?
Because she felt that he wasn't a good mix for her.
Oh dear.
He had a breakdown in front of her. That's what happened. Red, dude, that's your only problem, dude. That is your only problem. I swear to you, as like someone who's known you for so long, Red, I'm not even lying to you. Your problem is that you have these fucking breakdowns and you freak out about like aliens and crap, and people run away from you.
Well, that's one of the reasons why she doesn't feel like he's a good match, because I knew it. I didn't even know what happened. She's much more focused on everyday life and everyday, situations. And also the fact is they live far enough apart that would be very difficult, even if they were dating. And she said, "I'm not interested."
These internet relationships, it's just not worth it.
No, distance relationships are a nightmare.
Well, how far do you think they got? Like, do you think they phone? Do you think they're...
Let's see,
Con. Do you think he was sending dick pics?
Oh my God, I don't know.
No, come on. I know you don't know.
I doubt he would do that. I doubt it.
Really?
Yeah. By the way, if I ever do drama, it's the real world, not the pretentious stuff. Trust me, the real world has got enough real drama going on at this point. For example, 130 congressmen have petitioned the court with amicus curiae supporting the transgendered in women's sports. I've thought about this.
Wait, what?
All of them are Democrats, which doesn't surprise me. I have to say, as a hermaphrodite, intersex, I don't know where I stand with the sports thing. I mean, part of me wants.
I don't think it's fair at all.
Of course it's not.
That's what I mean. In some sports, women's stamina is not the same as a man's. Even if a man is taking progesterone and estrogen, he's not in the same league as a woman that was genetically born female. He can still outperform her. I mean, we get mad about people in the Olympics with using performance-enhancing drugs. Well, in a man, you have a natural performance-enhancing drug called testosterone. And girls do have some too, but for them,
what about if we just did wimpy guys versus girls? You know what I mean? Like wimpy guys versus girls. I would want to see that.
Only femme guys.
Yeah.
I don't really know.
No, but you know what I mean. There's some like wimpy dudes here, and you know that there's a possibility. There's got to be some girl out there who's going to kick his ass. It would be fun to see men getting their ass kicked by women.
Yeah, but I mean, it's like part of me feels bad for the transgenders because I understand what they want. They want equal treatment of being able to play the sports of their dreams, like women's figure skating or women's tennis, or even women's powder puff football or whatever. But the sad truth is once Mr. T starts doing its job in your body and you start bulking up with muscles, or if a woman was to do the equivalent of taking anabolic steroids, she totally puts her completely out of the same league. It's not. I don't hear anybody make a stinkeroo about women being in men's sports. There are some women that are playing in men's sports, but no, I never hear any of the men crying about it. The few that are
Well,
in men's...
the problem is, Michelle, this is the problem. No, I don't have a problem with men or women competing in sports. It's just that when it's going to get to a point where it's going to be all these quote unquote women that were once quote unquote men that dominate the sport. That's what it's going to be.
Women won't actually stand a chance.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like, I'm totally down. I wanted to see a Ronda Rousey versus Tank Abbott fight so bad, but they didn't want to do it because they didn't want her dead. They didn't want to. They thought she might die. You know what I mean? Like,
well,
that's the only reason why.
I mean, I thought as a kid, and I still think maybe this might be an option, is maybe there should be a third option. Mixed. But then again, that means the women are going to want to say, well, we want to ante up our game too. So we're going to start taking anabolic steroids, testosterone shots. And next thing you know, you got a woman that's bulked up like a female Arnold Schwarzenegger going up against a man that's equally naturally bulked up. But then, like it happened with the Olympics, you're going to be playing saying she's using performance-enhancing drugs. And
right.
What's she using?
I think that's where it would go, Michelle. But here's the thing: there's this channel, right? It's all about fighting, and it's like no holds barred. It's some Russian YouTube channel. It's got like millions and millions of subscribers. It's very popular, right?
Right.
Everyone that fights on that show wins because they gouge people's eyes, and that's the only thing. That's how they win every fight.
Really?
So it eventually gets to a point, Michelle, where it's not entertaining anymore. Like to see two men, right, that have just trained without any kind of like enhancements, whatever, going at it, that's interesting. But when you have people that are, and there's rules, you know what I mean? There's rules in those games. Anyone who does mixed martial arts, there's rules, right? When you do not have any rules, it just becomes eye gouging, and then the person wins.
If there's no rules, you got to barroom brawl, basically.
Yeah, it's nut grabbing and fucking eye gouging. That's it.
That's the gladiator style.
Let's not forget the hair pulling.
Yeah.
That's also a sad reality.
Right, so we implement these rules to make the game more interesting. And when you don't have rules, the game just becomes that. It just becomes ball grabbing and eye gouging.
Yeah, and let's not forget kidney jabs too while you're at it. It's so I don't know where I stand about on the title. What's it? Title IX, but I would just say that part of me says some sports, like figure skating, for example. I mean, look, let's be honest. Let's be honest here. Those women that are successful doing triple axles and stuff like that, they have a lot harder. It's a lot harder for them to get the muscles to act as fast as they do versus a man doing a triple axel. But then a man also has more heavy bulk to jump and do the axle with. It's not like he's necessarily equal in weight and mass to a woman. But it's a sport, at least it's not actually contact sport. At least it's not supposed to be.
Well, there's no women and men's chess, right? Men and women can, have chess matches, play cards. Yeah, why not?
I mean, I don't even know if there's any women in the National Football League either, for that matter.
Yeah, but Michelle, because that's physical. We're talking about like mental, whatever. And
You're right. Chess would not be as bad of a sport, or even dressage. If you do horses and you're doing dressage, I mean, what's the difference? It's gonna be a mare versus a stallion versus, a rider could be a man or a woman. Usually the mares are written by the women, but usually stallions are written by the male. Right? So what are you supposed to do? I mean, I would love to see happiness where people could find a balance.
Well, maybe we have to go through at least a couple years of men competing against women. I mean, maybe that's what we got to do. Let's do it, and then let's have people say this is appalling. We can't have this anymore. Maybe they're going to get totally bored by it because men are just going to constantly win. There's never going to be a female
figure
champion.
skating
I don't
is
know.
not contact sport, but unless you're Tanya Harding against Nancy Kerrigan's knee, my knee winces in pain thinking about that. What happened? I mean, I have a knee injury, so trust me, I understand how Tanya Harding how Nancy Kerrigan felt, because Tanya Harding now went into boxing now. She was thrown out of the International Skaters Union. I think she was given another chance, I think, in which Olympics was it, 1992, and she totally messed up. Oh, that just tells you just how much I know about sports, which is not a lot. But
yeah, Tiger, do you watch any sports? I don't watch any sports.
No, I hate sports.
Yeah. Like, who are these morons that are watching sports?
Oof. Oh, unless it's England playing in the World Cup, then I'll watch it.
Yeah, but that's a weird phenomenon, right? Because that's like you're representing a country.
Yeah, that's the only. Yeah.
My favorite sports I like to watch is figure skating, speed skating, bobsledding, and skiing,
Really?
and alpine skiing
Bobsledding?
and ski jumps.
I wouldn't have put you down for bobsledding.
Let's not forget.
Sports.
Let's not forget curling. I do like curling.
You like
No, it's
curling?
kind of weird. The curling is kind of an interest.
She likes anything to do with ice and snow. Come on.
Oh, I like
She's so
soccer, but like someone would said, that soccer is kind of similar to hockey. I mean, some of the soccer matches that I've seen are pretty interesting.
What about slingshotting, Michelle?
It's not my thing.
That's
Archery.
such like a loser hillbilly sport. Sorry, slingshotters.
Yeah, but you know what? Don't forget, slingshots can also be very lethal because there's two different kinds of slingshots. You got the typical slingshot, like you see that, slingshot warrior use, so when you pull back, which has your elastic, it throws it, and then you have the other one that you spin, and then when you stop spinning,
Is anyone like kind of thrown surprised that Slingshot hasn't lost an eye yet? Out of all the shit that this guy, I'm surprised that he hasn't lost an eye. Seriously.
Or they accidentally
His
have
legs-
a rock fall on top of his head because he released at the wrong time.
Morning, David
What?
S.
David S., how you doing? Grizz, good morning to you. I know I said hi to Grizz. I'll say hi to him again. I'm not into sports that much. Like I said, I do enjoy some winter sports.
You like tennis?
Michelle. No, she don't like. No way. She can't move like that.
Oh yeah, the eyes. You wouldn't be able to watch it, would you? Can you watch tennis, Michelle?
Oh, that's kind of boring.
Oh,
Golf is boring to me.
golf. Oh,
PGA Tour, the Greater Hartford Open. Good God.
My dad tried to get me into golf. I'm like, what? Why? And he's like, I don't know. It's just like you hang out. I'm like, nah. I'm
That's
not
exactly
doing this.
what you do when you're on the putting. It's what you do on the course. You mostly just walk around trying to aim for certain holes.
boring.
I mean, I don't know how many under par I'd be. I'd probably be way over par, but because golf is kind of weird. Because the lower the score in the minus, the better.
I wish they would start like an ass slapping, whatever,
Yeah.
like for women,
What do you think you'd be good at, Michelle?
or fucking butt fingering.
By the way,
Oh,
no. What would I be good at? Activity which involves thinking.
yeah.
Maybe
Like a
debating.
mastermind.
I might do pretty good with the debate club. Gymnastics is cool. I tried it in 5th grade in school.
Gymnastics.
I didn't do too well. I never could do a cartwheel until the day I broke my kneecap. That was a perfect execution. That was a 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. Sorry, no redos. And it was the last one ever done.
You did the splits when you broke your knee.
No, I did
You
a
know,
cartwheel. I did a perfect cartwheel and a flip.
The most attractive women in sports usually come out of that MMA stuff. Those chicks are beautiful. A lot of them are. Even the ones with the busted faces, like if they have a broken nose or like cauliflower, I would still fucking have sex with them. 110%. Also, ballerinas have great bodies, but like I'm not really into gymnastics that much.
They always
Some
have
of the
very,
runners.
yeah,
I
they're not
used to
very
watch
developed.
gymnastics in the 70s. Oh, it was kind of funny when those women are on those high bars there and they're spinning around or they're grabbing the rings. I tried to grab those rings once. I couldn't lift my damn body up to do anything except swing back and forth.
Are women aware that like men aren't really impressed by anything that they do? They just want to have sex with you guys. I mean, are you all aware of that?
Yeah, pretty much.
What about the gorgeous women of wrestling or Glow, which is a branch of the WWE? Gorgeous ladies of wrestling. Some of them are pretty cute. Some of them, not so much. Makes you wonder what the qualifications are for gorgeous is.
Right. Well, that's what I was talking about before. Ronda Rousey fighting a man. Like, I mean, why not? Let's do it. I mean, I know I'm talking like just someone like that. Like, let's get like one of these women to fight men. That's it.
I don't think I'd want to watch that.
I remember the episode of WrestleMania. I forgot which one it was. It was Disco Inferno versus Jacqueline, right? He's sitting there and he's trying to wimp out so she could win. And everybody said, come on, stop being a pussy. So she wants a fair fight. You're just wimping out on her. You're pulling back punches. You're not even... Look, guys.
Yeah, because it would be hard, I guess, for a man to smack a woman in the face like really hard.
Yeah, but she was expecting to be treated as an equal. She was trained to be an equal in the match. And he's pulling punches.
What's next?
Michelle,
Old people?
Yeah. Well, we did that with Mike Tyson. We did that with Mike Tyson already. But Michelle, can we watch the China versus Joey Buttafuoco fight?
No, I don't
like
think
the
we better
original-
because YouTube's watching the channel, I'm sure. Because we got
come
the
on,
issue
Michelle.
No, I don't want to get copyright issues right now.
But it happened like 30 years ago.
It doesn't matter. If it's not before 1935, I can't show it under the DMCA. I know it's stupid.
Wait
Trust
a
me,
second.
Noodles.
So you can't show like Hitler giving a speech?
No, not really. That's another whole completely different area besides the DMCA. DMCA is crap. They really got to get rid of that thing. Well,
Wrestling is fake. Yeah,
Well,
it is
some of
fake.
it's fake. It's called World Wrestling Entertainment now, not World Wrestling Federation. That used to be real or more real than it is now. Right now, it's all pomp and circumstances, just like the pretentious drama on YouTube is fake. You know that, right? Because those same guys, after the show, they're sitting in the back room drinking coffee and saying, "Hey, you did it good out there. You made me look like a moron." That's exactly what happens, just like in the wrestling when they're going to the lockers, go to showers. Those same guys that were basically threatening to tear each other to shreds are probably sitting in the locker room drinking a beer, going, "Hey, you did good out there today, boy." Because it's all pretentious. It's not real. Now, wrestling wasn't originally like that. In fact, it's something to keep in mind.
I don't know. All I'm saying, Michelle, as far as transgenders go, when it comes to sports, I just think that if you let it go too far, it's just going to be a bunch of transgenders playing against each other. So
I mean, here's what I think. I mean, it's my opinion. I mean, I've changed my views a few times over the years, so I'll just throw my views in the ring and see what happens. If you are a transgender, okay, and you really, 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 really want to be you're a trans woman, and you want to go up against biological women. The biological women that you're paired up with should be the toughest, meanest daughter of a bitch she can ever be. Because she knows, especially if Mr. T's been swimming in his blood, that she's going to be competing with someone who's stronger than she is, tougher than she is.
yeah.
And she should be
Yeah, so
allowed.
I think it comes down to physics, Michelle. They already did this. There was a woman who was fighting other women MMA, and she was breaking these women's jaws and skulls and stuff.
Oh,
like
yeah,
that.
absolutely.
Michelle, it's not even like that's what I'm saying. Like, this isn't even like we've already done this. We've already like figured it out. Like, we let it play out for at least a decade.
So
And
then
it
maybe we
doesn't
should
work.
offer the women the opportunity to do using, performance enhancing drugs such as testosterone or anabolic steroids to be equal. She can. I mean, that's what you would have to do. So then maybe
Yeah,
we need
Michelle,
to create a whole new category, ideally, to deal with that.
I mean, unless you're like some kind of monkey woman, like I have a hard time believing that their bones are gonna, be able to take something that you're talking about bigger bones.
Well, let's put it
Michelle,
this way:
hitting smaller
if you
bones.
want to talk about primates, a female gorilla could beat any woman. Any woman. A female gorilla could basically totally smash the crap out of any trans woman too. They're bigger, they're stronger.
Michelle, because they got bigger bones, Michelle.
They also got heavier muscle density too.
Big teeth as well.
Michelle, I got.
I'm glad you brought that up. You're
there
not
was this
supposed to
dog.
use teeth in most sports, Tiger. That is absolutely true. A gorilla may be mostly omnivore like we are, but they are normally, you don't use teeth in sports. Unfortunately,
Michelle, I was at a party one time, Michelle, and there was this dog that was there. So there was a pit bull, and the pit bull grabbed this little kid's pants and started pulling the kid across the lawn.
Oh my
yeah.
God.
It was like me, and they got this bump, this ridge that goes
Yeah,
to the top
they
of their
do.
head, Michelle.
Yeah.
I swear to God, I thought I broke my fucking hand on this dog's head, Michelle. When something like that